Hey, it's on Tuesday, and I want us to see what gold has for us. So currently, we are seeing that the second scenario is coming into play. We didn't respect scenario one, which was this fair value area, and what I wanted to see is a drop to this weekly fair value area as well as immediate rebalance, and then have that push going higher. But currently what I'm seeing is the market seems to be pushing higher. This candle has 13 minutes, and from what I'm seeing, if I can take you onto the weekly time frame, we haven't really tapped into that immediate rebalance. We have a possible fair value gap that gonna be formed around this area, but if we go further to this side over here, what you can realize is sometimes that scenario happens whereby we have market doesn't retrace to form that to tap into that fair value area as well as the immediate rebalance. A good example is this, because this is a weekly, if I can have it there, this is a weekly immediate rebalance, a fair value area, and below it we have an immediate rebalance. What happened with this week, we didn't really have that drop into it, but this candle expanded higher. A good example also is this other one. We didn't really create that immediate rebalance, we just displaced higher. We didn't even later on tap into that. So currently this is an open gap. So a same scenario might happen for this scenario, whereby it doesn't always happen that we form an immediate rebalance and then push. So if that happens, what am I likely to expect, and or what should I see? Remember, it's all about probabilities. Later on we might maybe expect or the market might just drop lower, sting into it, then we push higher. So it's a matter of determining, is it likely that we see that happening. Also, we need to monitor what the lower time frame or the lower time frame confirmations are telling us. So in this scenario, this is the immediate rebalance, also a daily fair value area, which currently hasn't really been tapped into, and the market rallied lower as of yesterday. We cleared this swing low, and now seems we are pushing back higher. Remember, I'm bullish long term wise, but the context area is what now I'm monitoring. Can price drop further to this area? It will be high probability if we react higher of this area, but also if we have some lower time frame confirmations of this, I can decide to risk, because minus a risk, there is no reward. We know that. Must try to find a way when it seems not clear, but what favors or what can make us make the right, or whenever we are wrong, what can make us survive in this game is risk. So in this scenario whereby it's kind of low probability, what we need to be on check is the risk that we are going with. So with this from the daily, and we have talked that not always from the weekly we can see an immediate rebalance form. We can have a fair value gap that might also lead to this week consolidating, then next week maybe sting into that fair value gap, then we continue higher. Those scenarios are possible, but whenever we want to intra trade, what can we actually take off this scenario? So in the daily, we have swept inside a key level, we have swept a swing low, and we are pushing kind of higher. And from the 4-hour time frame, what we want to see is fair value gaps being formed, or fair value gap being disrespected, as well as a change in set of deliveries being formed, as well as having a clear target that we can target. Then whatever will be remaining is about the entry. So after the sweeping of the fair value area low, which we talked of yesterday, we had some nice consolidations over here, and the market has been forming this bullish engulfing candle. Remember, this fair value gap had already been stung into, so the fair value gap has already been utilized, right? And if the market will be going higher, then the fair will watching not the fair value gap but the swing high, and currently has been taken, and it seems that we're going to be creating a market structure shift, because this candle will be closing above the swing high in the next 8 minutes. We have a formation of a bullish engulfing candle, which I'm seeing we have already utilized, I think, the 0.25 level of these. All right, if I divide that into 4 equal parts, 4 quadrants, we've seen the market utilize the 0.2 level and then pushed higher, and the good thing is we have created a market structure shift above that swing high, and now if we are bullish, we have also utilized these this order block because it has already been tapped into. So this order block has been utilized. If I'm bullish, what to me I'll target before the swing high, we have this 4-hour high that personally I can look to see if we can target that. Then later on we can observe what price is doing. Remember also, as of tomorrow we have FOMC, so FOMC might also cause the market to consolidate as of today. Then later on, as of tomorrow, maybe have us thing into the fair value area or our context area, which is this fair value area, and immediate rebalance. Then off that we can push higher. So we need to be very careful. If we are taking a trade, should be maybe a short scalp, quick one out, and maybe we wait for tomorrow. So if you are bullish, I want to identify a context area of which I will be trying to identify a trade. You can see I have a pink line there which refers to my 4-hour immediate rebalance, which is also in close proximity to this possible 4-hour fair value area, but that is visible inside the 1-hour time frame. So from the 1-hour time frame, the structure looks bullish, and over here we have that gap, that fair value gap. And if we can use sessions, we're seeing these price action. We had a drop, a sweep of Asia lows, and now we have displaced. In the next 6 minutes we will be displacing above the Asia highs, and with that, having that fair value gap over there, which is also a 4-hour swing high, and also having this range. If we utilize the range, so from the high to the low, currently we are inside a discount. If the market needs to be maybe selling, what we need to see is a push to the premium levels, then a drop off if you are not that bullish. But since long term I'm bullish, we might also, what will trigger me going bullish is whenever we have a close above this swing high. But for now I will target that first 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour swing high, which is the 1-hour fair value gap that is inside the OTE, and then see whether our TP or SL will be hit. Remember, in this scenario, low probability scenario, we require more confirmation. So I will be watching the 4-hour immediate rebalance, what happens to this level. Maybe if we have displacements with fair value gap from the lower time frame, 15 minutes fair value 15 minutes time frame, and then I can get involved and maybe try to look where should my stops be, because also from the 1-hour we are seeing change in set of deliveries are being formed, so somehow expecting bullish reactions. But the level I will be watching of will be these fair value gaps to see whether we can have prices pushing higher towards this high. Remember, the next 4-hour candle will be opening the next 5 minutes. Let's see what will be happening and try to engage. If I told you the direction and now my possible context area, if we see a price not respecting this area, then I will be calling it off unless I see some nice displacement below that. Also I can target the London lows, then yeah, we call it a day. So currently we are at a 50-50 scenario. We need more confirmations.